Hey, thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus. Chris Bianchi here with 9 News Sports Director Rod Mackey for a preview of Broncos training camp. It feels like we went from the Avs Stanley Cup win to the Broncos training camp.
That's great, isn't it?
This, I know. It means you're not getting much of a break, does it?
That's okay. I mean, you know what? Hey, let's hope that this is contagious, right? Let's hope that the Broncos see what the Avs did and say, hey, a championship. That sounds like a good deal. Let's go ahead and do that. And obviously, this year versus years and years and years and years past, that's actually pretty realistic.
Well, speaking of years and years past, the last few years, the Broncos have had a quarterback controversy. This year, I think that this guy, Russell Wilson's got a lockdown.
So you think 3 will be number 1 this year? You're gonna go out on a limb and say Russell Wilson will be the Broncos starter?
It's looking good, right? He's a favorite.
Hey, we could have a backup. I mean, you know.
True.
Yeah, no, it's all about this is. It's great. This is, I mean, selfishly, when we have training camp and there's a quarterback competition, controversy, whatever it is, every day we're talking about it. It does get old. It seems like Mike and I, day after day, is it Teddy, is it Drew? I mean, it's been so many years of who's it going to be. Well, when you got a guy like an Elway, a Peyton, a Russell Wilson, that's what matters. And we're seeing the NFL. You remember they used to always say defense wins championships in the NFL. History has shown us lately, though, a quarterback wins championships, and the Broncos now have one of those quarterbacks in Russell Wilson. So it's a different vibe. It's been that way through OTAs, through minicamp. Having him there, it really does remind you of Peyton. He's not just the guy under center. He's the team leader. Mm-hmm. People seem to follow his lead. Peyton kept people in line. Everyone was kind of accountable to Peyton, and it just feels like it's the same way with Russell. So there's a lot of excitement right now at Broncos headquarters.
So what would you say is the main thing to watch for at Broncos training camp? Is there one position battle? Is there something you're watching for in particular?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things that'll be interesting because you got remember there's so much new here. You got the new Broncos owner, which obviously the fans aren't going to really notice that as much, but the new head coach with Nathaniel Hackett, that's completely different, and the new quarterback. So it takes time for everything to come together. There are a lot of great pieces to this puzzle, but they've got to come together. So it's going to be interesting to see how that happens. I mean, just let's talk about the offensive line, for instance. Russell Wilson, it's good the man can scramble because he's had all kinds of problems getting sacked when he was with Seattle. So now we're going to see if that happens, with this new offensive line. They've got a lot of great pieces. They've got offensive linemen that are there. They've got strong guys there. But again, let's come together. Let's see how it is. I remember last year when it was Teddy and Drew. They're two different styles. And when they were going back and forth, it was kind of hard for those linemen because one guy drops back much further than the other guy. One guy gets rid of the ball. Russell Wilson can scramble. He can get away with people without getting sacked, but he did get sacked quite often as a Seahawk. So it'll be great to see how that happens. How about the running back? Javonte Williams, obviously everyone looked at him and said, this has got to be the number one. This has got to be the number one. Then Melvin Gordon, who I believe most didn't think would be coming back here.
Yep, I didn't.
He looked and saw what's happened and said, I want to be a part of this. He's also gone out and said, I'm not laying down. I mean, they get along. They'll both be on the field. They'll both see significant playing time, but Melvin's also motivated to prove what he can do. He had a couple costly turnovers, but boy, he's a special running back too. A lot to be excited about. There's a lot of battles like that. I mean, who's going to be the number one? You got to figure Cortland Sutton's going to be the number one receiver, but Jerry Jeudy now has got another year under his belt. They've got a lot of talent there. You don't know. Russell's new to all these guys. You don't know who's going to be his favorite all of a sudden. Defense, you've got new guys. You got Gregory there. You got Chubb coming back from injury. I mean, there's so much to look at. It's going to be a very interesting and I think entertaining training camp.
And one thing to kind of watch for, speaking of entertaining, is I think that there's going to be a decidedly different view of things based on the coaching. I mean, you got old school Vic Fangio out the door, obviously, and now new school Nathaniel Hackett, who really seems to vibe with a lot of the players in a very different way than Fangio did. Fangio, again, a bit more of an old school coach. What sorts of differences do you expect? Maybe more music being played? What sorts of things?
Well, music being played, period. I mean, Vic didn't like it. Vic didn't like it. It was very different. It was a lot of the NFL No Fun League. There was a lot that way, and Hackett's just this. You see him. I mean, he's a goofy, fun guy. They talk about players coaches. You got to believe this is one of them. Guys are going to love to play for him. You see him during OTAs and minicamp. He's out there. He's taking snaps. He's running the ball. The running back, I got it. He runs in there. The energy, and I think that'll translate to what we see on the field. There's that extra boost of energy. It's fun. it's that just went. Now, of course, it's not fun if you lose, so you got to start winning. But right now, this is a honeymoon period.
Yep.
And it seems like everyone's having fun, everyone's excited, and this guy brings the energy. I mean, between Russell and Nathaniel Hackett, and again, almost his entire coaching staff is new. It's going to be, there's just so much to see this season. In years past, there's been these small elements of what it's going to be like, but now it's kind of been an overhaul. It's going to be cool to see what happens starting in 2 weeks from now, the 27th.
Well, yeah, I mean, other than the new ownership, new coach, new quarterback, everything's the same at Dove Valley. I guess final big thing that'll happen this year is that the Cowboys will come here for that joint practice. Yep. I believe it's August the 11th. There's going to be that joint practice between the Broncos and the Cowboys. How much does that matter? Is that good? Is that bad? What do you think?
They like it. I mean, this is something they've, the coaches have done it for a while now. Coobs did it. Fangio did it. Foxy did. They like having other teams there, and sometimes you get the fight. Sometimes, and that's what you don't want. We've seen them stop. You've seen, especially with other teams. I've seen them. We're just not going to do it anymore. But it's good because even though training camp is not nearly the grind that it once was, you still get tired of facing the same guys over and over again. It gives you a different look. And a lot of times, I remember when the Broncos were at the Vikings, those practices in Minnesota were more intense, and I think the coaches believe they got more out of those than they did in the game because they were really going hard in those things. So it's great. I believe there's one day only the fans can get out and see that. One of the other days is going to be closed, and then they'll play on the weekend as well. But it's cool that America's team is coming here to practice with the Broncos, and it benefits both teams. This is why they do it year in and year out, and it's just something else to look forward to.
America's team versus the Rocky Mountains team.
The team that's going to, the team with the excitement. There's so much buzz. I mean, Russell's jersey, that's what everyone wants, the number one seller. It's a different buzz around the Broncos right now.
And I guess we always like to close out with a prediction. So who's going to win training camp, Broncos or Broncos?
Oh, I get to get one right.
Yeah, you get.
I finally get one right.
You get a.
Yeah, I miss every time I predict things. So yeah, I think the Broncos will get the better of the Broncos in training camp.
All right.
You want a season prediction? I'll give you a season prediction.
Whoa. All right, a July season prediction. I'll take it.
I'm going to go. And remember, there's 17 games now. I'm going to say they're a playoff team. That's what I'll say. It's been 6 straight seasons of not being a playoff team, 5 years under 500. They're a playoff team. I don't know if they'll win the division. I don't know if they'll knock off the Chiefs yet. They're going like this. Well, I think Kansas City's peaking or maybe dipping a little bit. I mean, we'll see. I think they will make the playoffs, whether it be a wild card or the division. Streak ends. Broncos are in the postseason. There's your prediction.
Do they also snap the skid about losing all those games against Kansas City in a row? I think it's 15 in a row.
Yes.
They'll beat Kansas City?
They'll win at least one.
They'll win either an Arrowhead or here.
They'll win one, yep.
All right. Wow, there's a way to smile.
Well, I hope I'm right. I hope I'm not right just on the Broncos versus Broncos thing. Let's hope we go 3 for 3 with that.
So the Broncos will win training camp. That's the first.
Broncos make the playoffs, and the Broncos end the slump against the Chiefs. 3 things to look for.
All right. There you have it. There you go. Sports Director Rod Mackey.
That's my walk-off right there. See ya.
See ya.